Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Beach FM, well, it's time to say good morning to Ralph McCallister. He was busy yesterday off to Auckland. Now he's sitting on the veranda in 21 degrees in Waiheke Island. Good morning, Ralph.
Are you feeling sorry for me?
I am. You haven't got... it's too hot to read books, that's for sure.
Oh, yes, no, it's just lovely up here. And, I don't know how much you've been talking about the Dominion's decision about the arts reviews. Have you had much news about that down there?
Not at all, Ralph, no.
Okay, well, I just heard 2 days ago from one of your frequent correspondents that the Dominion newspaper has gone tabloid, hasn't it?
Yes, that's right, yes.
They have decided that there will be no more reviews of the arts in music, dance or drama.
Wow.
Or visual arts. There'll be one page devoted to Capital Day, and they will occasionally review probably just international shows, and that's it. And so for how long? Probably forever. Wellingtonians or anybody who is interested in the arts will have to go elsewhere for their reporting and the news on that. So you can imagine that people are just extraordinarily upset about this because many, many artists rely on the publicity or the criticism they get from the local paper, and now that's gone with one fell swoop. It's apparently an economy measure. I may have some facts wrong because I'm up here, but from what people have been telling me, it's a very, very seriously short-sighted decision, and I thought I'd just let your listeners know.
Yes, I'm sure there'll be a few who wouldn't know about it and be quite upset because they get a good review of these shows too, don't they, through the paper, normally?
Well, exactly, and they need that. It doesn't have to be good publicity, but they need the publicity which critics do give people to let people know that it's actually on and it might be worth seeing or to avoid, So
yes.
I get very upset personally, Nigel, because you probably don't know, but I was drama critic for the Dominion for just under 10 years. And it was a time when Bruce Mason was reviewing for the Evening Post, and I was doing the Dominion, and the quality of writing, I'm not talking about my own now, I'm talking about Bruce in particular, the standard of criticism was at a very, very high level. And the history of criticism in New Zealand, and particularly in Wellington, has been extraordinarily high, and now somebody has just decided, oh, well, this is not a very important area of life here, so we'll just get rid of them. So, all sorts of memories spring to life, but you probably don't know about the time that the drama critic for the Dominion, which was Bruce at the time, he was challenged to a duel. Did you know that story?
No, I don't know that one either.
Well, Donald Wolfert, who was a rather hammy actor from England right through, quite a famous face if you see some old movies. He was in New Zealand with his own company doing Richard III, and Bruce reviewed it and thought it was terrible, and Donald Wolfert was so angry that he challenged Bruce to a duel in Wellington, right?
Goodness.
It's the only time the criticism has made the billboards of a newspaper. Mason challenged by Wolfert to a duel.
Goodness.
And there are all sorts of stories like that which will probably just disappear into the ether or whatever it is these days. And I'm just expressing my own concern and my deep criticism of the lack of insight to relegate the arts to such an invidiously low position. So I hope you don't mind my talking about that this morning.
I think it's well brought out because Wellington's well known for its arts and its festivals. Where else are they going to get the news from now? I suppose
exactly right.
Social media might be the only other way.
Well, that's fine, but a lot of people just don't do social media. I know it's a very popular area now, and of course people will say, oh, you can always go online, but it's nothing quite like opening the newspaper and, well, I'm sorry, but I don't get the Dominion, but I know what my own personal protest will be, which I won't go on with now because I don't want to be all negative on your beautiful sunny morning in Kapiti. But I hope somebody takes up the cudgels and gives the Dominion a real big rocket or something. I doubt it, of course, because the friend that told me, she was just rung up and said, oh, we won't be doing any more reviews with you, so goodbye.
But
she's
still,
been doing reviews for years, you know. So
if there's enough protest put in, do you think if there's enough protest put in, Ralph, do you think they might consider it again, or do you think they're past that stage now? They just decide exactly what they want to do and what's.
Well, I don't want to be too cynical, but have you heard of pigs flying recently? I haven't. You know,
yeah.
I have no hope for that because. No. Whatever the protest, it won't matter. I mean, the only way you can make a protest effective is by withdrawing your support. And as far as I'm concerned, that's what I'll do with that newspaper I used to have so much admiration for in those heydays in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and the 80s, you know. So anyway, look, I'm sorry. Next week I'll find something really cheery to talk about, and I've got a big box of books here which have arrived not for me but for my friend, so I'm going to open his mail. You think that's serious? Do you think I'll get told off about that?
I don't think so, Ralph. No, I don't think we'll ever see you back here in Paikakariki. I think Waiheki's got you by the coattails, and that's it.
No, I've got another week and then I'll be back to nag at you next week.
Right. Hey, but thanks for bringing that up, Ralph. I didn't know about it, and I'm sure a lot of people in the arts who take interest in the arts wouldn't have known about it here either, so thanks for bringing that out.
Well, I hope that some of them will get in touch with you, Nigel, because I think at this stage we all need as much publicity as we can get for this plight.
I should imagine we will have a number of festival organisers ringing, so can we have a chat on the radio to you? I know Circa does it, and they get a lot of response from it, so it just shows you it does work.
Well, you see, Circa won't be reviewed either, you see. No. So they're one of the major theatre ventures in our city, and there we go.
All right, Ralph, well, now you can settle down. You got that off your chest. I'm pleased about that, and you can enjoy the sunshine.
And the coffee.
Good on you. Ralph McCallister.
106.3 Beach FM.